guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, and today we're having a look at yet more Lowe's props for the 2023 Halloween season. These were props that were out. I think we've seen some version of footage of them about 2 weeks ago, but I haven't had a chance to actually have a look at these, so I have no idea what most of them do. I've just sort of seen the thumbnails. They kind of came out at the same time as the other props I reviewed about 2 weeks ago, but haven't really had a chance to properly get into them. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. So join me. So I'm going to be looking at, I think, 4 different things that are coming out from Lowe's this year. 3 of them are animatronics, 1 of them's just a static prop. But then also, I am going to have a quick look at something coming out from Home Depot. Something that was leaked very early on in the season and that we haven't seen an awful lot more about. And then my friend David at Haunt of the Roxbury shared with me some footage of it the other day. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's have a little look at this properly. So yeah, we're going to do 4 things from Lowe's, 1 from Home Depot, bit of a mixed bag here, but let's start with the Lowe's ones. So the first prop we're looking at, I have to give credit to the Lowe's Halloween group on Facebook because they shared this first before anybody else. And this is the 3rd of the 3 pneumatic props that Lowe's are bringing out for the 2023 season. This is made by Techie and it is simply titled the Pneumatic Groundbreaker Prop. So let's check this out. Okay. Yeah. Pretty cool, actually, I have to say. We saw this guy in the leaked footage earlier on this year, and at the time I kind of wasn't sure about him. He's pretty awesome though, I have to say. I'm not sure about the fake cobweb on the outfit, but the overall looks pretty creepy and the movement's pretty awesome, I have to say. And that's that one. We'll do a proper little review of these things in a second. The next thing I wanted to have a look at is, of course, one of my favourites, which is, these are, I hope I get this right, the Haunted Living Spellcasting Witch Duo. I think that's their title. Very similar to props we've seen before, but let's check these guys out.
Bubble, toil, and troll.
Yeah.
Tara, did you add the
Pretty cool.
frog legs?
I like the look of them.
No, Minerva.
I like the bottle as a prop. It's a nice, it's a bit of a different thing for these sort of duo witches. They're saying very similar things to all the things the witch duos say.
Quick, sister, say the next
I like
ingredient.
the fact that their costumes are different. One's wearing purple, one's wearing green. The lit up cauldron looks pretty cool.
It's not as easy as it looks,
I like the fire at the bottom.
Well, you better hurry.
Yeah,
Halloween
pretty
is
sound
nearly
pair of
here.
witches. And that's them. The last animatronic from Lowe's we're going to check out are the skeleton and pumpkin duo, which a lot of people very early on in the season were quite sort of kind of excited about because they looked kind of like classic Halloween characters. So let's have a look.
Hey you, that Halloween costume is pretty cool.
I think those are their normal clothes, bonehead.
Oh, oops.
Okay, so family friendly. There's nothing wrong with family friendly.
Fall is my favorite time of the whole year. There are
Kind of
monsters
creepy
roaming
Halloween song a little bit. It's kind of friendly but kind of got a creepy edge.
falling leaves
I kind of like it. It's very simple. The pumpkin guy's not doing a lot, he's just lighting up, but the skeleton's actually got some animatronic movement in his body's moving and his jaws moving.
Luckily, Halloween is nearly here.
I like the costumes on these two. They're like very classic Halloween. The colours are very classic Halloween colours.
Here we go.
You can't go wrong with a skeleton and a pumpkin. Playing another song. This is the second song.
It's such a spooky sight. If you wept, you would be missed, so stay.
Okay, and that's them. I almost want to use the word cute. The last prop I'm going to review is not a Lowe's prop, but a Home Depot prop. This was shared with me by David at Haunt of the Roxbury, who is one of my best Halloween buddies online. And he said, this guy looks really cool, what do you think? I checked out the video. I have to say it's really, really cool. This video is by a guy called Horn Prowler on YouTube. So if you don't follow Horn Prowler, go and follow this guy. He's really, really cool. And what he's managed to get his hands on is a prototype of the creepy sort of faceless guy that we all saw in those leaked images very early on in the season, that no one really kind of knew what it was or what to give it a name as, but it was like a prop of interest. It kind of looked really cool. Horn Prowler has called this prop the Sinister Dream Demon, but he says in the video that he's named it that. He doesn't actually know what it's going to be called. He managed to get this, like I say, it was a prototype prop, so it isn't actually the finished look this prop will have when it goes to store. But it's really, really cool anyway. So I've sort of skipped through the first part of the video. Sorry, Horn Prowler, I don't mean to offend you. And just to the part where the prop is actually moving animatronically. So let's check that out.
For you cannot hide. I will always
Yeah.
find you.
So it's pretty awesome.
I will invade your
It's a really creepy prop. The eyes are kind of lit with this kind of blue light behind the sort of slithers of skin, which is kind of weird. Clearly the mouth is all sort of just skin flaps, which is odd and creepy looking. So it's not moving, but you can see some movement there.
and soul satiate my hunger.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
It's got some creepy lines. It's got a creepy voice as well. It looks like it's at least 8 or 9 foot, so that's mega. That's really, really good size prop. It's got some good movement as well. It's moving a bit, it's moving from side to side. It's got movement in the arms. So I would say, yeah, this is a real good creepy prop. Definitely on the creepy end of the scale. Thumbs up for me. And we'll end it there. Just as we finished that section where I was reviewing props, I forgot there was one extra thing from Lowe's that I forgot to talk about, which is the arch that they're bringing out for 2023. The video doesn't have any sound because the arch clearly doesn't do anything. I'll put it up now for you guys to see. It's a really cool looking arch. It looks really kind of sturdy. It says Halloween Manor over the arch. It's got flicker flame effect lanterns at either end of the arch. It looks really cool. Really great for the entrance of any haunt, I would say. But apart from that, there's not much more to say about it. So let's talk about the other props we've just viewed. So starting with the techie groundbreaker prop, I think this is actually the best of the three, actually. The girl was my favourite of the pneumatics originally, but after seeing her and after actually seeing what she does, I think that Lowe's could have done better with actually utilising that pneumatics. She just kind of lurches up and down and makes lots of screaming noises, and it's not quite right. More could have been done with her, I think, and for that reason she's kind of tumbled down in my estimations. The clown as well was never really for me. As a groundbreaker prop, I don't get why a clown's groundbreaking. It just doesn't seem to make any sense. This guy, however, looks like an old corpse that's escaping from the ground. A classic groundbreaker. But with all the addition of the pneumatics and him lurching from side to side quite sort of erratically, that to me is what a pneumatic should look like, and it's making weird groaning noises. It's really kind of creepy. So he gets a big thumbs up from me. Out of the three, he's definitely my favourite. Next were the spell casting duo of witches. And like I said, they are pretty much similar to every kind of witch that's out there. They've got some nice features. I liked this sort of spell bottle that one of them's holding. The mixture of costume colours, one wearing green, one wearing purple. The hats look pretty cool, kind of curved towards one another. The cauldron with the flicker flame effect at the bottom, pretty awesome too. But we've seen a lot of these different kinds of witches. They're available from pretty much every kind of store. I said this in my last video where I was reviewing witches. They're around a lot, these duo of witches, and they all have similar phrases and similar voices, and they're saying similar things. So yeah, they're great, but we've seen it before. Then we have the skeleton and pumpkin musical duo, which again, it's where you sit with your Halloween haunt. If you like the more family-friendly end of the spectrum, or you have a family-friendly area in your haunt, these guys would go down a treat. I've got the dueling banjo skeletons, And they are really cool. Everybody really likes them. And these are of a similar ilk. They're standing, obviously. One's playing, I think it's the harpsichord. The other one's got the guitar. They're really cool looking props. They've classic Halloween colours. You've got your pumpkin, classic. Skeleton, classic. There's everything about them screams classic old school Halloween, which some people really, really love. I'm one of them. So yeah, they're really, really cool. It depends on what kind of haunt you've got, whether these guys would fit in or not. Then lastly, we've got what we are just going to keep calling the Sinister Dream Demon from Home Depot, which I have to say is a really, really cool prop. I wasn't so sure about him when I first saw him in the leaked footage earlier on this year. But now I've seen some of the animation that they're going to put into this guy, I have to say I really like it. I don't know what the finished look will be, but generally it's just a really creepy prop. I like the long kind of straggly hair, the kind of bloodied outfit it's wearing, the weird skin flap look that's on the mouth and over the eyes. It just makes this the creepiest sort of prop I've seen coming out of a mainstream store anyway. Those blue eyes as well, it's kind of cool. I don't know whether they'll alter anything on this guy or change anything on this guy, but the prototype alone looks really, really good. And yeah, I'm sure there are many of you out there that are thinking that would look so awesome in my haunt. I'm one of them. Unfortunately though, I don't think I'm ever going to get my hands on that guy. Anyway guys, that was it for today. They were just the last few things I hadn't noticed. There are some leaked things appearing out of Spirit, which are looking very exciting, that I am also hoping to do a review of at some point. They're just the first few tentative leaked bits of footage of props we haven't yet seen, so it could be really cool, so stay tuned for that one. Just to keep you updated on the Haunted Doll's House as well. We have started on the Haunted Doll's House. We are also experimenting with our own version of a Pepper's Ghost. So stay tuned for that. That will be in an upcoming video too. And for now, that is it. So see you in the next one. Keep it spooky, guys. Bye.